Hey there everyone, this is Nick Az, and we have completed almost our starting model landing page, right? And we're left with just one section, the newsletter, right? So it's gonna be just a static design, right? Where we're gonna use just the HTML and CSS, no JavaScript at all, right? So there would be no functionality at all. Okay, so let's get started, right? So where were we? Okay, this was our last testimonial code, right? So here we can, oops, first comments, of course. Um, yeah, this is newsletter, right? Newsletter code. Cool. So the basics, applying the container first. Okay. First of all, the container is you see this background color. It's kind of very light pinkish. I don't know what color exactly it is, but it's not inside the container. The background is not inside the container. So we'll be having a global div over here, and inside this div we'll have our container classes, right? The container wrapper, and one more div inside the container, right? So yeah, that's all. Now what we can do here is we can give this an ID of maybe class of newsletter, right? And let's do one thing first of all. Let's complete all our text content inside this newsletter div, right? So we have an h5 tag with some heading written over newsletter, right? Newsletter. Okay. Okay, below this we have an h3 tag or an h2, I don't know. Let's consider it h2. Our expert teachers, teacher, right? Our expert teacher, experts teacher. What? Our experts teacher, our expert teachers. We'll make it expert teachers, right? There's just some grammatical mistakes. Anyway, let's copy this text down. Then we have a paragraph tag, right? And yeah, between if you have a break tag, right? Oops. Yeah, and let's check the output for now. um yeah, so this is our output, right? We got some smooth scrolling over here. I know it has been given by default by the Microsoft Edge, right? So I don't know why Chrome doesn't give the smooth scrolling feature. Okay, so this, right? So this suppose the testing. Okay, the newsletter is supposed to be at the center, right? So you have to make it centered. What we can do here is we can wrap it inside a new div, right? We can call this. Okay, so this newsletter stuff is again divided into two parts, right? There's text content and this text field, email field, right? And the button. So we can do here is we can give this an ID of part 1. Again, this be the part 2. Okay, cool. Now we can give the styling, right? So first of all, the background color. So newsletter class will have a background color of, what is it? It's this, right? Very light pink. Okay, so we got this, right? We got this. And now switching towards part one. Cool. So newsletter, hashtag part one. Here I can give the text align property to center. Right. Perfect. So this newsletter is also in green color. Right. So for that, newsletter, um, part one, and the H5, I guess. Yeah. Color would be the primary color. Right. This. Cool. So that's it, I guess, with the text content. Right. And let's shift towards the inputs. Right. So in the part two div, we'll have an input tag. Right. Having the type of email, and we can give this a name of email. And what else we can give? We can give a placeholder of email. You have your email. Okay. Your email. Let's check the output. Okay. Cool. And let me check the dimension of this text field. It says 688 pixels width, 58 pixels height. So yeah, we're gonna give newsletter and part two. And then we have the input, right? And give the width to how much, 688 pixels, height to 58 pixels. Cool. Let's check the output. That's that's pretty large, no? That looks pretty large. Maybe I should reduce it to 600 pixels and let's make it 50. Uh, Still, I don't like it. Make it 450. Yeah, this looks fine. This looks fine to me. Yeah, and the that's all, I guess. Maybe let's keep it 40 pixels height, or maybe 40 pixels. 35. I'll stick to 35. 35 looks fine to me. Okay. So yeah, that's all with the input and the button, right? Button, we have subscribe in it, right? Subscribe. We can call this type of button, right? So like this, and we can basically um, make its dimensions similar to the input tag, right? So button, and then so width would be less. Width would be around I don't know, 200 pixels. Height would be exactly same to the input tag, right? Um, I guess it's not kind of similar to the height of the input tag, right? But why is it like this? What if I remove the type button? Okay, let's do one thing, guys. Let's keep it 40 pixels, right? Uh, what do you want? 0.5. Yeah, this looks fine to me, right? This looks fine. And what else we can do is we can remove the border as well. Border 0. And the background color needs to be the primary. Font weight it's to be 700, and the color is to be white. Perfect. So yeah, and we don't have the border for the text wheel as well, right? So let me just remove the border for input. Okay, so this kind of looks fine to me, or maybe not. Gosh, something. Is it similar now? 37. Let's keep it 37, right? So yeah, now we can, what we can do here is we can wrap it inside a new div, right? And we can give this div newsletter hashtag part 2 the div, and give it a flex and justify content center. That's cool. Also, we got some padding over here, right? So we didn't mention any padding over here, I guess. We don't have padding for this frame. Why? Okay, let's do one thing. We'll give it manually. To the this one, right? Padding. Let's give 50 pixels. Not much. 150 pixels. Also, we need to give the margin top as well. 400 pixels, right? Is the default margining. That looks great to me. And some sort of margin for this as well, right? So, um, also the subscribe button is quite, like, the width is kind of, you know, less than it actually seems. Um, subscribe where it was. This button, right? So we'll make it to 100 pixels. Yeah, this looks fine. Subscribe. Cool. Um, your email. You can give a padding inside this input field as well, right? For the, these letter to get started, the text inside the field, 5 pixels, or let's give padding left, 5 pixels. Yeah. So there we go. Maybe I can give 15 pixels. I don't know. Yeah, this looks fine to me. 15 pixels works. Okay, so what else we are left with? Okay, we got some margin top to this div, right? Margin top, 200 pixels maybe. That's too much. That's too much. 100 pixels. 50 pixels. I'll go with 50 pixels. Yeah, this looks fine to me. Okay, so that's all I guess, guys. Right? Maybe I can reduce the focus as well for this input on while clicking, right? So the input, where's the input, yeah, there. So focus, no, maybe maybe this newsletter part 2 input, and then we have focus over here. Here we can give border to 0. Maybe this would work. Not working. Maybe text decoration to none. Still not working, guys. uh Border, I don't exactly remember the property. Is there something called outline or outline none? Yeah, cool, perfect. So this works fine, right? So when focusing, outlining is 0. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Wait a minute, wait a minute. This footer needs to be stick to this over here. Or let's keep it like this. Shall we leave it like this? Let me let me see the code for footer. We have footer, right? Footer over here. So yeah, this padding bottom, margin top, yeah, 400 pixels, right? So we can kind of reduce it, and yeah, this is fine now. This looks fine. So yeah, all right, guys. So that's it for the static modern landing page, right? So it seems pretty good experience to me, right? We have learned quite a lot throughout this journey of this landing modern page. Sorry, static modern landing page, right? My bad. It's kind of tongue twisting. Anyway, so yeah, so this is how we can make a school solved simple HTML template, right? Code for school community, something like that, right? So if you love this playlist, and if you are loving this unleashing the power of web development playlist, just hit subscribe, and just hit like, comment down below, and if you got any queries, just let me know. You can mail us to info@hitgoc.com, or you can even WhatsApp me, right? So no, this is not my WhatsApp number. Right, so just comment it down, that's all. All right, guys, that's all for the video. Right, we'll be having some new content in our future upcoming videos. Right, we'll switch to JavaScript, and we'll make a new, not static this time, but it would be static though, but we'll include JavaScript in it and all the functionalities and all. Right, so yeah, guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next upcoming videos. Peace out.